All right, hello everybody. I just wanted to give this sort of brief beginning of my work where I was looking at a series of mark makes and trying to create these emotional and invisible landscapes. From here, I wanted to try and push the scale a bit more, so I started using them on long scroll paper and I using various materials from different parts, collecting different branches and twigs to make these marks. And so I wanted to push that further again to gathering materials from the landscapes itself. This is river water from the Huangpu in Shanghai, and different pieces of soil and grit that then I would bring back to my apartment, mix them together, and then use those tools to create those marks on the canvas. Uh, and then I wanted to build up layers of color and watercolor mixed with that same water that then would show my emotional reactions to these landscapes that I've been in. And you can see elements of writing here and poems and journal entries from different mountains that I've climbed or journeys taken. Some of the lines are the routes that I would climb up those mountains that I've incorporated into these sort of landscapes. An invisible landscape pretty much comes from its like these are responses to my feelings, my emotions, my reactions to being in these spaces, and pushing it further, I started using a lot more paint again, mixing the paint in with the river water and adding elements of written language and asemic writing or hoops and mark making and loops that are so to provoke communication, sort of that space between communicating something and communicating an emotion with the colors, which I thought had some good results that I'm excited about. From here, though, I went in a different direction. I wanted to be a bit more linear and a bit more direct text usage in my work. I tried to look at writing sort of left to right in a very structured manner, and then play with that linearization of how we communicate, and then from here using these like journal entries that are series of marks and loops as if I was writing, but they're more trying to capture a feeling or a moment in time in those spaces or in that time and place. And then taking the texts from journals and recreating the landscapes that I was in. Again, trying to incorporate mark making here. It's so quick. And so now from here, using typewriters again to try and capture that essence or try and capture this sense of a vast landscape of words and language. And pretty much from here, I figured I need to leave the canvas and break out of the page and go forward into the streets and start putting these marks in these spaces around Shanghai and different places that I've traveled, and seeing these marks on the wall that are made up over long periods of time, that building up these layers of memory and texturality and this sort of visceralness to the work that I really, really loved. And this is where I see it going forward into Unit 3. Okay, thank you.